Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to use the lasso tool in Photoshop. Now the first thing you got to do is just go find the lasso tool. What you can do is press L on your keyboard or go find it in the toolbar. Just go to the left side, it's going to be the third one on the top. It's going to look like a lasso. Right click it and then you see three options. I'll be showing you the first option for right now. I'll show you the other two later. Now with the first option, the lasso tool, what you can do with it is click and drag around, and you can make a selection with the lasso tool. As you see right here, I made a selection. I can just mask or whatever. And pretty much you pretty much have free will to make any whatever kind of selection you want or whatever. You can make it, oops. You can make a messy, you can do whatever with it. As you see. But you gotta be careful with this though, because if you would like to do something like accurate, like some sort of detailed selection, here, let me show an example. Let's say I want to go around this object right here. It may seem you're doing okay, but you kind of see some wiggles here and there. That'll be very difficult to get like a full, straight, clean line. As you see, I'm going a bit fast just to kind of hurry up a bit, but as you see, it's kind of hard to do it. Oh, as you see, I kind of like let go accidentally. Let's say if you need to move your mouse, like like you're running out of room, you need to move. Just hold spacebar and then you can move, and then you can just continue. Let's say you need to go to the left, just hold spacebar, move, and then just go around, and then you can just continue doing that. I see, let's just say I like mask or whatever. Oops, wrong button. It's not really detailed, right? Oops. As you see, it's not really detailed. It like see, it's like just like very messy, very wiggly. But what you can do to make it maybe like a bit more accurate, more deep, like just a bit more accurate helps like let's say like I want to add this in or like take it out, make it like more smooth. There's these two buttons that'll help you do this. First, if you see this plus on the bottom right of my mouse, that little next to the lasso tool, that means you're able to add more to the selection. As you see, if I just go around in the selection already made, just let go. Now this part of the object of the note is now in the selection. But let's just say I don't want that in the selection and I want it out of the selection. Now what we're gonna have to do first is hold either Alt or hold Alt or if I remember Option on Mac. Now what you're gonna have to do next is instead of just going adding in, you're gonna do the opposite from the outside. So you can just do this slowly, drag around as you see right here. And then after you got it, just go kind of like in a little circle or however, depending on how you're doing it, and then let go whenever you're done. As you see, the thing is now like the note is out of the selection now. Now let's say I want to add this little part right here. See how it's a plus? Usually it could be like shift, but mine is already like ready to add the section. Just drag. Just be careful not to go into the object or whatever you're doing. And then just go around. There you go. Now that part's in the selection. Then you can just continue doing it or whatever. That'll help you kind of like refine the edges or whatever you're doing or whatever, whatnot. As you see, just kind of continue adding or whatever. And then just continue going around all the way. As you see, compared to before, it's like, I mean, still very messy, but it's kind of a bit more smoother. I just want to show you this real quick. You see these things on the top left under image and layer? These squares? Now, these will help you add a selection, make a new selection, take out a selection, or as this one, you can intersect, but you don't need to worry about that too much. Usually you start with this one. This will help you make a new selection. As you see right here, I can just make the new selection, or, and then you can press this, and then take out from the selection if you like. or add. I mean, I added. I meant to say add right there. And this one's whenever you take out. But let's say you're gonna, if you don't want to do that, there goes the second object, the polygonal lasso tool. It's quite similar to the pen tool. You won't be able to drag around as what you're able to before with the lasso tool. This time what you're gonna have to do is click. Like, let's see, usually when I click, and then as you see, I can just move it. I'm not holding it or anything. Make straight lines out of the pen tool. But the thing is, unlike the pen tool, you're not able to like curve it or anything. It's just a pure straight line. So pretty much wherever you click it, that's where you're gonna go. So let's say like this straight line as you see right here, I can just do that. And then let's say I get into this very like this curve part right here. What I'm going to do is just do like little small clicks all around as you see. Just kind of going around doing like little small ones. Go right here. Just go all the way around. I'm not gonna do that because that'll take a while. And then just do, I guess like you can just delete whatever. You see, it is a bit more like detail, like straight, not as messy compared to whenever I was using a normal lasso tool. But as I said, kind of like the con about this is you can't curve. So this could also be just pretty good if you're just gonna try to go like similar to last two, if you want to just kind of go around something like uh like this pretty much, but it's just a bit more accurate in its own way. Won't be as wobbly. It's like right here, I'll just say you can just like do that right here. Yeah, kind of like a bit more easier in its own way. Oops. Okay, now you see how it's like that. That this part is kind of the selection. Just go similar to how you do with the lasso tool. You can do positive, which is shift. I see you can add into the selection, or alt. It's either alt for Windows and what the heck? I accidentally press Control D. But as I was saying, it's either shift with the to add or alt and option for depending on which computer you're using to add and delete. Let's say I don't want to add this part of the note as I did before. Just finish the same thing as we've done with the lasso tool. Just go all the way around. And there you go. Next is the magnetic lasso tool. So just go to your lasso, go to toolbar, find your lasso, right click, or you can even hold it. I forgot to say that before. You just hold it and then just let go right on top of it. Now the first thing that'll help you quite a bit is if you press caps lock. You see there's like the circle with the plus in the middle, and this right here uh, will help you. Whatever is inside this circle will pretty much be where the magnetic the lasso will be on. What I mean by this, like, first you can enlarge it. I just want to say that. You can enlarge it and shrink it by pressing your bracket keys. Now to what I was going to say. What I mean by this is, let's say, you see the scales right here? If they're near the center, like the plus, that's where, I see that's where the lasso is gonna go to. Compared to something that's far away, like you see this horn right here? It won't really go to it if it's far away. Unless it was near it, then it'll go to it. If it isn't, then it won't. So that's where kind of the circle, enlarging it and shrinking it kind of comes to play. The bigger the circle, the more it's going to catch in the radius, meaning it can see the farther away, now it's getting this compared to whenever it was small. It's not really getting anything. It's just getting the air because nothing is in the little radius. So here, let me just make, oops, wrong button. Let me just make a little selection real quick. So using my brackets, just kind of largen it a bit, just to kind of get more. And let's do this. Just kind of go around all the way. See? And if I want to make it bigger, then I can just make it bigger. You don't really have to necessarily hold it on this one, but you still can if you like. Because it still helps a bit. It gives more of those anchor points. You let go, it's like less of the anchor points pretty much. See, it's kind of like less, but let's see, if I hold it, it's gonna be much more. Right now it's not really happening, but this was pretty helpful by the magnetic lasso tool. Because you see the spikes right here, the curves and everything. Would have been kind of tricky with the like normal lasso tool, because be like very inaccurate, or with the uh polygonal, because of all these curves, it can be kind of like that choppy image. I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm just gonna go like pretty much like right here, just to show you. Of course, it may still be kind of like wiggly or not. As you see, they're kind of like wiggly and, and everything, which is fine. You can always fix it again. So just go all the way. I'm just gonna go all the way real quick. Just go all the way up here. Just do this. Let me just double click. And then I'm gonna just delete the part of the image. I'll just do that. And as you see, that's what happened with the thing, with the image. Now, of course, you see how like everything's messy. Usually, you're supposed to do this with like probably like with a mask, if you like. Right now, I'm just doing it like this just to show you the example. I'm not gonna go all the way into that. Remember what I said with the lasso tool and the polygonal lasso tool? Whenever you hold like alt or whatever, usually you'll be able to take those out. You're not really able to do that. You're gonna have to either go to the polygonal lasso. I think you can, but I forgot what was the button for it. What pretty much you're gonna have to do is just go to the polygonal lasso tool or the normal lasso tool, and then press alt or whatever. Take them out, add them in. As you see right here, it's gonna take this out right here. Add this part in. Take this part out. There you go. And yeah, see, it's a bit more accurate now. And there you go. Those are the basic things that you can do with the all the lasso tools and everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.